look at our data. The range just tells you the difference between the max and the min, in other words, how spread out the data is. It doesn't tell you where the data is, it just tells you how spread out it is. And if you look at our data, what's our high number for the ATM withdrawals?
104.
104 is our top number, right? So in our APM withdrawals, the range goes as high as 104, and I think the lowest is 61, isn't it? So the range is 43. So it goes from 61 to 104. Now that's interesting, but it doesn't tell you where all the data is located. It doesn't tell you if it's all down by 61, it's all in the middle like found 82, or it's all at the top at 104. But the range is a very simple kind of gross measure of how spread out the data is. More interesting is what we call the variance and the standard deviation. And that's the next couple of blocks, I think, in our worksheet, if you're following along like I see here. So how do we measure this thing called variation? What does that word mean? It means the same thing to us in normal parlance as it does to people. What does variation or spread mean? So Rhoda says distance between things. That's absolutely right. If somebody asked me, do I go to see all my relatives at the holidays, and I do visit, but my relatives are spread out. And when I say, no, David, I don't go visit them because we're all spread out. What do I mean when I say that? I mean there's a lot of distance between me and them, right? That's what it means. That's more spread out than if everybody lives in the Grays Lake, Gurnee, Waukegan area, right? So variation has this connotation of distance. Spread out means big distance. What's the same thing in data here? But when we say spread out in data, where do we measure this distance? What do we use as our starting point to see how far away all the relatives are? The what? The middle. We say, I wonder how far away everybody is from the middle. What's the middle? Well, the middle in our case is the mean, isn't it? So we see how far away each piece of data is from the middle. So we say, all right, we look at each piece of data, the value of the data, whether it's 61 or 104 or 82, and we say, how far away are you, data, from the middle? Okay? So we're going to do that for each piece of data. So we have x sub I, that's notation for each piece of data, right? We have how many pieces of data with the ATM withdrawals? 30 of them, right? And we say, all right, well, how far away is everybody from what? Isn't that our mean? That's our mean. And we say that is called deviation. That's how much each piece of data deviates or contributes to spread, because that's how far away they are from the middle. And so deviation for a sample, the deviation of x is